This video was brought to you by this comment. Here we have Wukong Prime, wearing some nice red, white and black, as well as a couple of bits and pieces. Some people have been asking me for a fashion frame video, so let's go and do that. So, first things first, 呢個就係我哋個孫悟空主導. No, I'm kidding, I'm not going back to Chinese. Oh my god! That was a real struggle to record, ladies and gentlemen. That was a real struggle to record. Okay? Like, there's so many terms in Chinese that I don't know that it took me several goes just to get the recording right, even for a simple word like armor. I don't even remember what the word is now, because I barely use it in normal conversation. So, I'm not going back to Chinese ever again. Anyway, here is Wukong Prime. Now, as you can see, primary color is going to be white. Reason why I chose white is because it just looks good. Generally speaking, all of the reasons for why I chose these colors are because they look good. The white that I chose to use is from the saturated color palette, the classic saturated color palette anyway, and it's basically the same white as the smoke color palette, the top right one. It's the same white. You'll probably find the same white in, say, the Corpus white. It's the same white. So basically pick the whitest white you can, and that is the white that I am using. Cool. The secondary color, which affects all of this stuff here, is the black. Now, this one is not actually the blackest black in the history of black. That sounds a little bit racist, I'm sorry. That would probably be this black, although it is actually slightly darker. This particular black shade is slightly darker, so I might even use the smoke color one, but in that video I was just using the black from the saturated classics. For tertiary, we are going to use a sort of darker red. We're not going for bright red, because I feel like bright red is just a bit too bright, you know? So instead we're going to go for dark red. Cool. Not deep dark red, because then you can barely distinguish it from the black. So we're going to stick to just red. Now the accents, you could leave this alone, but I just made sure that it is still the gold from the classic saturated palette, just so that my other bits and pieces, including the cape, will also conform to that particular gold. Now for emissive, I went for a teal into green, but I don't really think it makes that big of a difference. If I change the green, say for example to, I don't know, purple, as you can see, it's very minuscule. It's a very minuscule difference around these lights right here. So ultimately, doesn't seem to make that big of a difference. So I stick to green. And for my energy color, I have gone for purple. The only reason why I've gone for purple is because I figured a little bit of purple wouldn't hurt anyone. Otherwise, it would make sense to go back for some more red, although the Twilight Red is quite nice as well, so you could think about using that. That's not a bad idea either. But for me, I just wanted to go back into some good old-fashioned purple. Now, because I've set up this the way it is, one of the great things about Fashion Frame is that you can just copy the main colors. So that's what I did. Before, the default colors for the Imugi Prime and various other bits and pieces was just like that. I simply clicked copy colors and voila! 9 times out of 10, that seems to work out perfectly. So there's no real dicking around with that. And that's the same with the Cyandana, although maybe 7 times out of 10 that actually works out. So the default colors for Oblivia Prime, which I believe is the Limbo Prime Cyandana, that's the default colors right there. Seems a little bit ugly for my taste, so I went copy main colors and voila! For an example, before I get a comment in the comments, hey, what's an example of a Cyandana where just copying the main colors probably doesn't work? One of the examples that I could think of immediately would probably be Rapala, although in this case it actually worked out. But sometimes if you want to go for a dark cape instead of a bright cape, then you're going to actually have to swap them around. So if we went for like something like this, for example, that's not a bad look. That's pretty cool as well. But if you wanted to go for a white cape, then obviously you want to go for a white cape. With the Rapala though, one thing to note, and I can't believe I'm actually doing a Rapala video now, but you probably want to go for a little darker than white, just so that you can see a lot of these details on this cape. So that's one of the ways, that's one of the examples of just going copy or colors probably won't be the best thing ever. Now where the hell is that? Where the hell is that cape that I was using? Ah, Oblivia. So with this one, because we don't have those details on the cape itself, a bright white cape is still a very, very good idea. And that's basically how I managed to get Wukong to look like that. For his big ass stick, as I called it in Chinese, his big iron stick, here we have basically copy Warframe colors. That's all I did. Not a whole lot of thought is needed for the attachments and the sign data, as well as various bits and pieces I find. Generally speaking, as long as you can color your Warframe to look really, really good, your attachments and bits and bobs will follow suit as well. So anyway, that is the Wukong fashion frame. That's how I managed to get Wukong Prime to look like this. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Otherwise, if you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more Warframe content, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye!